Welcome to the Coop, everybody. It's time for another not mailbag segment, Letters to the Coop. Letters to the Coop. Harper, we've been getting some good ones.
Such good ones. This one was hard to choose because they're all coming in different categories, but I thought because we're at the tail end of our boys' senior year in high school, and so there's lots of parties and lots of social gatherings, and we've had a lot of great, fun questions about parties and social gatherings. So I thought that that would be our theme today.
Okay, I love a little party action. We should say, too, a little disclosure. Parties stress me out when I have to throw them at my house. And
Which is surprising to me. It truly is, because you are the life of the party. So to me, the fact that it stresses you out, and we've been through this a few times, and you're like, there's a thing at the house, and can you help me think through all the things? And to me, it would feel like not stressful to you.
I know. I don't know why it stresses me out and how I got tapped
Well, why do you
to
think
do
it stresses you out?
I think it stresses me out because all day long when I wake up, my focus is first on the kids, making sure they're good. And then my work is a lot of output. It's output. That I don't like to do anything half-assed.
Right.
So I'm going to have people over. I want it to be great. So the thought of throwing 150 people coming to my house for the pre-prom, and then, as we know, I got tapped to do the post-prom party, which is still going on. That's not stressful to me. The pre one was just, so anyway, you guys were wonderful to help me.
There's some women like our friend Dr. Cheetah, Lauren, who this flows so naturally for her. She is such a gift.
Yes.
She showed up with a basket and put together a flower arrangement that I've just never even seen before in my life. I mean, I know I just had these.
Yeah.
I said, no, you did not.
Yeah. Well, we have to, first of all, and we got Casey Ladd, a.k.a. Trevor, still in the coop with us. I did the party. I was talking to Trev, and she said, do it for little Crowley. It'll mean so much to him. It's not a big deal. You told me, Trev. It was a big deal.
It is a big deal.
So then I called Harper, and I called Megan, and I called
Your
Lauren,
team.
my team, a.k.a. Cheetah. And to your point, gosh, do all you women show up for me? You brought all the food, Megan brought all the alcohol, and Cheetah, a.k.a. Dr. Cheetah, showed up at my house Saturday morning.
Glorious
like
situation.
you know in Pulp Fiction, the wolf that shows up, remember what's his name, shows up in the tuxedo and fixes everything. Cheetah just effortlessly showed up, and she made it look magical. And meanwhile, it's at my house, and I was so moved. I said to her, I'm like, you really showed up. Flowers, decorating a thing that said
A bar cart.
A bar cart, blankets and pillows to make it look.
She brought
really charming.
accessories.
Accessories. God, I love my girlfriends.
She's incredible.
Thank you to all to make it done.
Okay, so here we go. And it was an incredible party. It was so much fun.
It was really fun.
It was so much fun. Okay, dear Kit, you're the life of the party. But what's one social setting that actually makes you nervous?
When it has to be about me. My wedding was very stressful for me. Trevor knows I leave every year on my birthday to go be away. I don't like when things have to be focused on me. So I know I work in the spotlight, but I get very uncomfortable. I think I worry about everybody else, and it's too much for me. So those I don't do well with. Are you like that, or am I solo with this?
I do not. Same, my wedding, I was so nervous. I had to go outside at some point. I asked my brother to come outside with me because I couldn't breathe. I don't like it either.
I don't like it when the focus has to be on me.
Right.
Now, I'm going to show up at your wedding, and I'm going to bring my A game. Trevor knows. I'm going to talk to your aunt and your uncle.
Right.
I'm going to get Aunt Betty out on the dance floor. I'm going to dance with the kids. I am the best guest.
It's so interesting, though, because you are on camera all day, every day.
Yeah.
And the focus has to be on you because the camera's on you.
Yes.
Even at your wedding, you were having, it seemed as a guest, you were having a great time. You would not have, no one would have,
No, you had to kick it
acknowledge
into
that.
high gear there and take over and talk to everybody. Interesting too with work, when I think about it, at work I'm teeing up other people. I'm very comfortable with
in that role.
making other people shine. Makes me, that I do well. And I'm learning through this podcast and the work to maybe talk a little bit more about myself or say it, but it doesn't come naturally to me, I'd say.
I
So
get
that's
it.
why I don't like it.
Okay. Dear Kit and the Coop, what's your go-to move for starting a conversation when you walk into a room and know no one?
Oh, I've never thought about this. What's up? I'm Kit. Honestly, I don't give it
When
any-
I was thinking, when I read this one, this is such a cute question because I imagine you walking into a room, even if you don't want to be there, and you're just like, what's happening? Let's go.
Let's go.
Who are you? Hi, how are you? I'm Kit.
Yeah. I think so. I
You
think
ask a lot of questions. Like you're very
Yes.
I'm
curious.
very curious.
Yes.
I think I just
your
walk
go-to.
in and say, "What's up? I'm Kit. Like, how are you? How do
I
you?"
feel like also I can hear you saying this. Isn't this great?
Isn't this great?
Isn't this great? You just walk in and you say, "Hi, I'm Kit. How are you? Greg, nice to meet you. Isn't this great?"
I was
and then
thinking-
get someone to be like, "Yeah, this is great." You're
Recently,
like, "Yes."
I came to your house, Harper. I love Harper's house. It's always so beautiful. You're such a good cook, and like it smells good, and there's like stuff. It engulfs you right when you walk in. But you recently had me over, but I did just walk in, I think, and just
Yeah, well, you walked in and you said, "Oh, I see there's people in there. Can I have a glass of wine first?"
I was like, oh, because I came straight
was a
from the
Friday.
studio.
It was a Friday.
It was
It
a
was a
Friday.
Friday.
Straight
Yeah,
from
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Harper, a little glass of wine. And
Yeah,
then,
and
hey,
then
everybody.
hey everybody, how we doing? Yeah, but what I love about Isn't This Great or How We Doing, it puts it, like you said, Trev, questions back on the person and telling them that this is great. We're in a great situation right now.
Great
Everyone should
situation.
feel great.
We should feel great. You had the Dodgers game on, any
I
sporting
love it.
event.
I love it. Okay.
By the way, on
Yes.
that note, I always say to, or my mom, Bug, says to my kids, honey, when you show up at a party, bring something besides the hors d'oeuvres. Like, she's like, you got to bring it. You got to ask questions. You got to be
Oh, sure.
engaging. She's like, don't just show up and sit there. She's
Right.
like, show me something.
Right.
I mean, it's hysterical.
I love it.
hysterical.
Well, so on the same note, if you're in, because I could also see you being on the move, meaning if you're in a room and don't want to get stuck talking to someone, how do you gracefully like exit a conversation? How do you sort of pull yourself away?
You're good at the Irish exit.
Yeah, well, definitely at night. Everybody knows. You both know here that I tap out early and I just leave. I don't like
just
the
leave.
big goodbyes. But I guess you know what? I don't think I'm good at leaving a conversation when I'm not supposed to. I can't. I'm not great at I'm going to sit there and listen until the end and then just be like, oh my God, I think I'm going to go get another drink or something.
Yeah.
How do you
yeah.
do it?
I do. I feel like it's, oh gosh, I need to go. Can I get anyone anything? And then maybe you just don't bring the person the thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like you just, and they're like, oh no, I'm. I
Trev,
don't
you just
know.
sit there and talk to him. You will sit in
You'll
the
talk all-
corner
the whole time.
all night. She's so good, like so solid, not me. When I start getting sleepy, I'm out.
You're out. Yeah,
no.
you're an Irish exit girl. Okay. Oh, this is a cute one. Okay. It's a little bit about, it's kind of got a bug feel to it. It's the other coop. My mom is turning 80 and I want to throw her something really special, but she says she doesn't want a big fuss. How do I celebrate her in a way that feels meaningful without overwhelming her? Kit, I know you've done this for your mom, Bug. Any ideas for how to include memories or legacy moments without making it feel sad?
Oh, I love this.
I love that.
Well, again, we have Trevor here, my best friend since I was
Like you just
18.
threw something for your mom recently.
And Trev made it extra special by printing out. I just threw my mom's 85th, and we threw a hell of an 80th birthday too, Trev. And Trevor printed hats and T-shirts. We got East Coast, West Coast sweaters. We had
Bug
a
in the
toast.
Bluff.
Bug in the Bluff is what we called it down at Palmetto Bluff. We had poodle skirts. We brought in a chef. Oh, Trev had tattoos printed of Bug's face that we all wore. The little stuff makes you feel so good. And we're
Well,
all
it sounds youthful.
sounds
Like everything that you're
youthful.
saying is like it's just fun and it's youthful and it's not heavy
not
or
heavy.
serious.
You want to celebrate their life. I also think we're all mothers. To see your kids show up for you feels great. And I mean, Trev, we had 8 women
Yes.
at Palmetto Bluff, and I mean, we just hooted and hollered the whole time.
Okay, but I have to stop for a second because you both were there, so this is super fun to talk about. There were 2 funny things that I know that you shared with me about that particular trip at the Bluff, which one of them was about a boat, and one of them was about a chef.
Yeah, Trev, do you want to tell the chef one, which is so
but
funny?
what's funny, but I love, and then Trev, tell us, but I love thinking about this for you because you did plan all these details. I mean, Trev brought the sparkle and the fun, but you planned the details around, we're going to have a chef come in, we're going to go get a boat thing, we're going to go figure, there was, I think, a golf cart, I don't know, there's
Yes.
something else involved, where you really are thinking through the details, but also with a Kit spin, I feel like that's kind of a little cheeky and altogether not serious. Okay, so
Well, first
which
of all,
one do you want to talk
your
about
mom
first?
has her birthday coming up.
She
her 80th.
does, she
So
does.
Honey is Harper's mom. We got to plan something great. What I do is I kind of think through the itinerary of something that makes it a little unique or special. So my mom came out for her 80th. She came, they were first at the Langham, and I had goodie bags for everybody where I printed out a funny picture of Bug and put funny stuff in there. They came to the show. Harry Connick Jr. sang her happy birthday, which wasn't planned. We went to this restaurant in Beverly Hills. I had my brother come in and surprise her. We went to Ojai, and Trevor booked this boondoggle wine thing. So we have all these 80-year-old women on a Jeep, like hanging off, and we're drinking the worst wine I've ever
Safari, a
tasted
wine
in my
safari.
wine safari. do something weird that pushes everybody.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
not
A little
perfect.
out of the comfort zone.
Out of the comfort zone.
Yes.
So for the 85th, I wanted a booze cruise, but I couldn't find one down there. But what I did find was a conservation boat ride tour.
A tour.
Tour by this sweet man. We're on this like pontoon boat.
Yes.
It's a conservation tour. And so he wants to point out all of these animals and how the topography in this. Well, we wanted it to be a dolphin disco cruise.
Yes.
So we printed up cups that says dolphin disco. We brought a speaker and we're blaring disco tunes and serving tons of rosé as this poor man is like, over here is the...
We did see some dolphins.
We did see a
though.
dolphin
Some
in the
amazing
mud.
dolphins. Yes.
But
yes.
this poor man didn't quite know what he
But
was in
didn't you
store
say
for.
to me, I don't know his name, Jimmy. I mean, we'll just say his name's Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy, are you cool if we bring on like a little speaker? And he was kind of confused. He said, I mean, I guess so. I'm going to be talking the whole time. He said, yeah, no problem. And Jimmy, are you cool? We're just going to bring in a few coolers. By the way, it's the two of you, your 85-year-old
Yes.
mom, and like 7 of her 85-year-old friends.
that are all wearing these East Coast stitch
Right.
sweaters that we got and hats, and we are laughing, bringing in literally. I'm pouring the rosé. Trevor's manning the tunes. Bugs dancing on this small pond, this boat that we're supposed to be. Jimmy took us back to shore pretty quickly.
Yeah, we did.
It was the shortest conservation
Shortest
cruise
ever.
he's ever
Yeah,
been on.
Jimmy, how do you feel about the Casey and the Sunshine Band? They're going to be playing over and over.
How do you like it? At one point, I said, "P up the V, Jimmy.
V up the
Pump
V."
up the volume." And yeah, we turned
He's
around
like, I'm
quickly.
sorry,
Dolphin and
but
some
again, on our
rosé.
left, we've got the dorsal fin of a whatever. I mean, I couldn't even try.
But again, learning to laugh and to watch my mom Bug see the absurdity of
Okay,
it
but then can you please tell the chef story?
and crack up. Then we got a chef in because we arrived
Because again,
on that
this is
day.
a wonderful idea. You get a chef to come in to the home where everyone's staying.
Yes. So Trev found this chef out of Charleston, and he was wonderful. And Bug had a very specific thing that she wanted.
Yes, just some steak and potatoes would have been nice. Just a simple.
And he's like an award-winning chef,
Oh,
right?
he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, Trev, he sent us the menu that said pecan crusted chicken
Right.
with like it was like a very specific, and Bug approved everything. It's
Right.
great.
That's right. It was right. Pecan crusted chicken. I mean, it was pretty basic though. It wasn't anything
No.
too crazy, you know. And, I
And
was
Bug,
like, great.
she
Smashed
just
potatoes.
her stomach.
Yes.
She wanted it great. This guy rolls out with
spice rack.
Spice rack. We had what did he have?
I don't even. It had a lot of flavor.
A lot of Cajun.
A lot of
of
Cajun.
Cajun.
He
Yeah.
went
Heavy
Cajun.
on the Cajun, yeah.
He
It
went
was a
heavy Cajun.
Cajun
I know that
theme.
we had black rice and
Yeah.
we had some kind of chicken. There was anyway, everybody was on the toilet.
Wait, and the cocktails. And the
Oh,
cocktails.
remember, we're sitting
had a
on this
bridesmaid
gorgeous
night.
patio. We had bridesmaids night. We're sitting on the patio, and
He brings out spicy cocktails.
my grandfather, Papa, used to say when entertaining, with the first drink, numb them with the first one.
Right.
Well, this chef heard that. He started off with that fresh, wasn't
Yes.
it tequila? Was it rum? We had fresh.
It was rum.
It was. He buried us all. By the
Yes.
time we made it to dinner, I don't know what we were eating, but it was full
I
Cajun.
think
It was
that
not
the-
what was
I think
on
that
the menu.
plan. I think that was the plan. Make sure they have no idea what they're eating by the time they make it. To
You just
the
said like
dinner table.
everyone's eyes were watering, everyone was on the toilet. Like
Everyone was on the toilet.
a-
It was delicious, but it was not what we signed up for. And
was
again,
not.
we took the pivot.
When you told me the story,
Harper was
dying
crying.
because I'm just
Yes.
imagining Bug, who is just this like,
Yes.
I just, but she would also just roll with it too.
She didn't say one word. I just remember her cutting the Cajun chicken or whatever. She said, "Oh, a little spicy," and she just kind of moved it around. And like, meanwhile, I'm wolfing that stuff down. It was the best thing I've ever eaten. Typical me too, Trev. I don't really
Yes.
pay attention to details. I thought maybe this. I was like, all right, this is the new menu.
This is the new menu. Yeah, we change it up.
But we got to
makes me
think for
laugh
honey
so hard.
because again, it's so we still laugh about
We
that
do.
weekend. Bug's friends are so incredible. And by the way,
Mm-hmm.
Bug's 85. All of her friends are so much younger than her, and it just was a wonderful time to all come together and laugh. It was great.
Well, it
And
just
dance.
sounded really, really, really funny. It was infused with like kit all the way
yes,
through.
all the way.
Just like
hats
well,
and poodle skirts and
Right.
Oh,
what
it's
else
just
did
so
I can't remember
fun.
what else we did. It was fun though.
It's so fun. This is going to be our last question for today. Oh, this is a sweet one. Dear the Coop, first of all, thank you for the Coop. I have loved listening to all of your interviews and letters episodes. I really feel sometimes as if I'm sitting in the room with you all, which is so nice because I've somehow started to feel a little lonelier in my 50s. Why does no one talk about how lonely it can feel as we get older, even when you have friends, family, and a full life? How do you find real connection again when everything and everyone feels different?
Oh, I love
It's a really
that.
sweet one.
Thank you, by the way,
know.
for listening to
I know,
the
I read
Coop
that. That was-
and
yeah.
for loving it. I think we all have moments when we feel that our life is beginning to slow down a little bit. And if you think about school, you go through and you're always with all your friends and all your activities, and the same with college, and then life takes over.
It gets quiet.
It gets quiet. It gets quiet. And friendships fill such a void different than a romantic relationship or your kids. And I think it's so fun, and it goes back to that word joy. If you can get with people that bring joy or evoke a certain emotion in you to feel that, I think that's key.
It makes sense, though. I do think it's super normal for people to feel lonelier at this time
Yeah.
in life because kids are going away or careers, our bodies are
Our
changing.
bodies are
First of
changing.
all, there's so much going on just with that alone that I think it's so normal. So it goes back to, I feel like what we talk about a lot is finding the things that you love and fulfill you. Your circle gets smaller. Just find those people that really bring you light.
Yes.
I mean, I know that there's even times right now in my life where I might speak to someone and I hang up the phone with them and it's a friend I've had for a short time, a long time, it doesn't matter. And sometimes they fill you up.
Yeah.
And there's other times that there's some people that it doesn't.
That
And
drains.
yes. And for me, I feel like that's a hard thing to kind of wrestle with for someone that maybe you've known for a while and you're like, oh, that was
Exhausting.
kind of exhausting. And so maybe for someone like this, as you're really starting to think about those things and really hone in on those things that fill you up and
fill
bring you
you up.
joy and I don't know,
And-
using your body differently, right? If you walk every single day or if you don't walk every single day or as Dr. Mary Claire Haver said, pick up a effing weight,
Yeah.
just maybe start to infuse some newness into your life.
Well, all three of us, and I got it from Trevor, and I don't know if you got it from us, the weighted vest.
Right.
Maybe
Oh,
you're doing
yeah.
it before.
Oh, yeah.
You look so cute in the pictures of me the day. You look like you're going to
But
war.
I felt like it. Well, I kind of did.
Like a Navy SEAL.
I kind of did the first time because I wore it upside down. Did I tell you this?
I've done that.
I put it on because I'm not really. It seems like it's shaped one
Yeah.
particular way.
Right, I did
And
the same
so I went for a walk, and about a mile into it, I started my shoulder like it didn't feel good, and I know I'm not this. Like I know I'm strong. Like this can't be right. And so then the next time I just put it back on, but then I realized for the second time put it on the right way because I didn't feel it. I feel like such a dum dum.
Oh, wait, I love this. So
I
the
just-
picture you sent me was that the right way? You
No,
look
that was
great in
upside
it.
down. That was upside down. But it's hard to tell that it's upside down.
Yes.
I mean, I probably
We must have the same one. 'cause I have
Actually,
the same
probably
issue.
Did
not.
you do the same one?
Because the weights
thing-
are either at the top or they're at the bottom
Right.
of the back thing, right?
Yes.
Anyways, I did it wrong. But I agree with you because it's sort of okay. That's a different thing to do.
That's a different thing
It's
to
just a different
do,
thing
to
to do.
try. By the way, great letters,
It was fun.
Harper.
It was fun. The last one I really liked because I feel like this person. I didn't even tell you the people's names. Oh, I feel so bad. Monica from Westfield. Sorry, I
Thank
don't
you,
have my glasses on.
Monica. By the way,
Monica.
I was just, where was I that everybody was coming up to me? Oh, I was just back at Chapel Hill and with Trevor, and I had more people, women coming up to us to say that they love the Coop.
I know.
So I
We
feel
get
like I'm
so
hearing it a lot.
many
So thank y'all
letters.
so much for listening, for liking it. Again, this
And
has
asking
been,
our opinions on
asking our opinion that you
They want to
care.
hear from you, Boo. Of
I
course they
love
do.
that. So thank y'all, and tune in again. I'm fascinated that y'all find this fascinating. And we'll see you next time on The Coop.